do you feel that universities aren't really offering courses with a great that offer a great understanding of brand? Would you say?
I actually think they're getting really good. There's just not as many as there should be.
Yeah.
I know in the UK there's some good ones. Brunel does some good work, and
In my experience, the ones that there are pretty good, but
mhm.
there are really not very many at all. I mean, when I looked maybe a decade ago for courses in brand, there were masters courses in brand. There were three in the whole UK.
Right.
So I'm assuming that might have changed a bit, but not. I don't think hugely.
It's not huge. But that's typical of universities. They're always about 10 years behind
Yeah.
what innovations are out there. Takes a while to absorb all that stuff and then turn it into a proper, package it up as a proper course. So we don't have to worry about any of that stuff. We don't have any formats that we have to follow. We're not giving any university credits. We probably will be, because I think we're going to be partnering with some universities where you will get a credit for taking a 2-day class.
Okay.
But that's what we're leaving them as 2-day classes. They're very intensive, and you walk away with a lot of information that you can unpack for the rest of your career. Also, you've had some experience in the 2 days of building a fictitious brand, working with people who have different skills, learning a lot of new ways of working. So it's pretty transformative for people. And then we're building it so that you could take the lowest level course and become a certified brand specialist. And it'll change the way you work. You'll come away with a lot more confidence. You'll know where you fit in the whole scheme of things. Um, you'll have met a whole bunch of people that you can work with in the future. So it's a pretty cool thing. And then if you want to go deeper into it, you can go up a level to become a brand strategist, certified brand strategist. And so then we just learn all about positioning and oppo research and brand judo and all kinds of cool stuff, where you analyze the competition and you prepare for their attacks, and I mean, it's a bit militaristic, but that's the way business is, right?
Yeah.
It's a game. And if you want to keep going, you can learn how to be a brand architect. So that's level 3. So an architect is someone who manages multiple brands and keeps them all in some semblance of relationship to each other. So larger companies have a lot of brands in different states of maturity and so forth. And so it's a more sophisticated level. And then from there, if you want to keep going, you become a brand instructor on the principle that to really know what you're doing in business, you have to be able to teach it. Teaching really cements that knowledge, and it allows you to sort of be able to persuade anyone of your position in a company. So once you have that skill, and you have the confidence to talk with anybody about branding and know what you're talking about, you're ready to go up to the next level, which is a brand master. And that is someone who is equipped to become a CBO, Chief Brand Officer. And I think this is where we're headed with branding. I think branding is moving to the top of companies. It has to. So the question is, where do I get the training, the information to bring my skills to that level where I can be working side by side in the trenches with the CEO and the other C-level people. So that's why it's called level C. We want to move people up to that level. And, these are 2-day intensive workshops, so they don't teach you all the stuff that a university would teach you. They the expectation is that you're coming to this with some experience already in the real world. What you're lacking is the framework, the vocabulary, the principles, those sorts of things that you can learn. You can know what they are, and then you can start to practice those right away in your actual work. You don't have to go out and get a job. You have a job. You've been working in it.
Hmm.
So in that sense, we'll be seeing people from all different backgrounds sort of heading in the same direction. So you could be in HR, you could be a designer, you could be a marketing guy, you can be a copywriter. Any of these things is legitimate background skills for managing brands. But you still need to know the framework. You have to know how it all fits together. You have to have some idea of how it works, and that's what's lacking. I mean, it's just people don't understand what brand does or how it works or what it is even.